Hello and welcome. Today we are going to deal with part 4 and 5 of history chapter Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. If you have not already subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button and let's get into this class. So let's see what happened after October Revolution. Industries and banks were nationalized. Land was declared as social property. Aristocratic titles were banned, and there was new uniform for the Russian army and officials. In fact, in 1918, there was a clothing competition and a hat became very famous, and the hat was called Bidyonovka. And the Bolshevik Party was also renamed as Russian Communist Party. Now let's learn a little bit more about the Civil War. Let's understand the situation. Bolshevik Party had taken a decision of land distribution. Russian army was divided into two groups. Now, the peasants and soldiers supported the Bolshevik Party. But what happened was the non-Bolsheviks, liberals, and people who believed in the monarchy opposed all of this. In fact, they were supported by French army, British army, American army, and Japanese army. They all supported non-Bolsheviks. Very soon they declared war on Bolsheviks, and this war was called as the Civil War. After a lot of struggle, in 1920 Bolshevik Party regained control over Russia. Now Soviet Union was set up, which was also called as USSR. In this scenario, even the local nationalists had the freedom to participate. Now let's see what happened during the making of a socialist society. Industrial production increased. New factories were set up. Schooling system was set up for peasants and workers. The creche was set up. Now what's creche? Basically it's a place where babies and young children are cared during the working day. And this was specifically made in factories for the children of working women. Public health was improved, and now there were better quarters for the workers to stay. Moving on to Stalinism and collectivization. Let's see what it is. Between 1927 and 1928, food grains were very less in Russia. Now Stalin suspected that some rich farmers were hiding some grains and would sell them only when there is increase in the market price. So Stalin ordered his troops to go and find the hidden food from the rich farmers, who are also called as kulaks. In spite of that, there was no increase in food production. Now Stalin decided to use a different tactic. This tactic was called as collective farms. So what used to happen in this? The idea was to collect land from small farmers and make it into big modern farm. And this was called as Stalin's collectivization program. And all the workers had to work in this. Collective farms were also called as kolzok, and the profit was equally divided among the peasants. Even after this, there was shortage of food grains. Between 1930 and 33, 4 million people died of starvation. Now people raised their voice. They started opposing Stalin's collectivization program and socialism. Result was 2 million people were put to jail and labor camps. Let's look at the last part, that is global influence and USSR. In your book, this is part 5, which is very short. So I thought of combining it together. Now, global influence and USSR. Because of Russian Revolution, many countries started to have Communist Party. In 1920, all Bolshevik members made an international union called Comintern. But when it came to development projects, they used repressive method, which means there was no personal freedom given to the citizens. Now, by the end of 20th century, socialist reputation was destroyed. With this, we are done with the entire chapter. In case you missed any of the previous parts, the links are in the description box below. If you wish to follow me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, the links are in the description box below. See you next time. Take care. Thank you very much.